Plus500, the only major CFD broker listed on the London Stock Exchange. Here's the honest verdict. Most retail CFD brokers operate as private companies. You hand them your money, you trust the website, and you take their word that the balance you see is the balance they hold. Plus500 is different, and it's different in one very specific structural way. Type Plus.L into any stock app right now. You'll get a live share price, a market cap, quarterly earnings reports, audited financial statements going back over a decade. Plus500 has been listed on the London Stock Exchange since 2013. That makes it the only major retail CFD broker on a Tier 1 public exchange. So when someone asks, is my money actually safe at Plus500? The answer isn't a marketing brochure. The answer is the published regulatory capital ratio, revenue, profit, client fund obligations, compliance-related provisions, written down in plain English in a PDF you can download tonight. That kind of financial transparency is genuinely rare in retail CFDs. It's the single biggest reason this broker scores where it does on trust, and it's the lens you have to judge everything else through. Because transparency isn't the same as quality. So let's get to the platform. Plus500 runs entirely on proprietary software. No MT4, no MT5, no cTrader, no TradingView integration, no third-party expert advisors. Whatever you trade here, you trade inside Plus500's walls. For a specific kind of trader, that's exactly what they want. The web interface is clean, genuinely clean, not corporate clean, actually clean. The mobile app is one of the smoothest in the category. One-tap trading, built-in price alerts, guaranteed stop orders available on every single instrument for a small premium. If you're a beginner who wants to speculate on the S&P or oil or gold without learning MetaTrader keyboard shortcuts, this is a pleasure to use. But here's the trade-off most reviews underplay. The reason it's that simple is because nothing extends it. No EAs means no automated strategies. No TradingView integration means no custom Pine script indicators. No third-party tooling at all. You're inside a walled garden, and the garden is well tended, but the walls are real. For a beginner, that's a feature. For a strategy-driven trader, it's the exit door. Okay, cost. What does it actually cost to trade here? Spreads on Euro-US dollar ran around 0.8 pips in testing. No explicit commission. The cost is baked into the spread itself. To put that in context, 0.8 pips on a standard lot is roughly $8 round trip. Not the cheapest in the industry. A pure ECN broker can get you raw spreads near zero plus a $3 commission, which works out cheaper if you're scalping dozens of trades a day. But Plus500 isn't pitched at scalpers. It's pitched at the trader who opens a few positions a week, holds them through a news cycle, and doesn't want a separate commission line cluttering the statement. Embedded spread is psychologically simpler. One number, done. Where it stings, and this is the trap most reviews skip, is the inactivity fee. $10 a month after 3 months of zero logins. Sounds harmless. It isn't. Fund an account, take 6 months off, come back. You're down $60 before you've placed a single trade. Seasonal traders, swing traders, anyone with a set it and forget it account, set a quarterly calendar reminder. Log in, click around, avoid the toll. Regulation. This is where Plus500 separates from the pack. 8 regulators. FCA in the UK, CySEC in Cyprus, ASIC in Australia, MAS in Singapore, ISA in Israel, FMA in New Zealand, FSCA in South Africa, DFSA in Dubai. Now, 8 regulators sounds impressive on a comparison table, but what actually matters isn't the count, it's the tier. Most retail CFD brokers operate through one offshore entity and bolt on a couple of Tier 2 licenses for marketing optics. Plus500 holds genuine Tier 1 licenses across multiple jurisdictions, which means client fund segregation, negative balance protection, and capital adequacy requirements that get independently audited. And here's where it connects back to the listed broker angle. Because Plus500 reports to the London Stock Exchange, the regulatory capital numbers you read in the FCA filings can be cross-checked against the company's own quarterly earnings. 2 independent paper trails of the same number. That's an accountability layer you don't get from a privately held broker registered offshore. That's the real reason this score is so high on trust. Not because of the license count, because of the audit trail behind it. So who is this actually for? If you value transparency over the absolute lowest spread on the market, Plus500 sits in a category of 1. There is no other major retail CFD broker on a Tier 1 public exchange. Full stop. If you want clean, beginner-approachable CFD trading without spending a weekend reading MetaTrader documentation, the platform delivers exactly that. And if you trade volatile instruments, small cap indices, commodities during inventory releases, crypto on the weekend, guaranteed stop orders on every single instrument is a meaningful edge. That's protection from gap risk a standard stop loss can't give you. Now, who should walk away? If your strategy lives inside MetaTrader, you cannot trade here. There's no MT4, no MT5, no bridge, no workaround. If you want direct share ownership, actually holding shares of Apple, rather than a CFD that mirrors the Apple price, this isn't your broker outside the handful of jurisdictions where Plus500 Invest is offered. And if you fund accounts and forget about them for months on end, the inactivity fee will quietly bleed your balance $10 at a time. Verdict. Plus500 lands at 8.2 out of 10. That score reflects a broker that has picked a very specific lane and executed it sharply. Remember what I opened with. Type Plus.L into any stock app and you can read the financials yourself. That's not marketing. That's a structural advantage no other major retail CFD broker can match. The price you pay for that advantage is the proprietary platform. No MT4, no MT5, no cTrader. That's a deal breaker for one kind of trader and a benefit for another. So here's the actual call. Open Plus500 if you want a listed broker safety profile, a clean platform, guaranteed stops on every instrument, and you don't rely on MetaTrader. Walk away if your strategy depends on MT4, EAs, or direct share custody. For the proprietary CFD niche, this is the best in class. For everyone else, the trade-off is real, and now you know exactly what you'd be trading away.
Plus500 wins on listed broker transparency if you can live without MetaTrader. Full review linked in the description.